Hey, welcome to another Valley Forged. Talking about cutting metal with a fiber laser. I get asked all the time, even with the diodes, does it cut metal? Like over and over and over, everybody's always asking me, does it cut metal? Does it cut metal? And of course, my answer is always no. Diode lasers don't cut metal. And I'd always kind of referred them over to the fiber laser, the Galvo side. I didn't know what I was talking about, of course. It's just what everybody told me. And then I got one. And so the first thing I do is I look online and I'm like, okay, well, I have made a ton of different things that I was told to make with this fiber Galvo laser. But nobody was talking about cutting metal, and that kind of threw me off. So I went to YouTube and I said, okay, well, I'll look this up. It's got to be everywhere, right? I mean, that's what these things do. And I look over and it just kind of blew me away. There was like no information. Even when you look it up, it's mostly about engraving. Like, what's going on here? Was it a lie? Do these things actually not cut metal and so nobody wants to talk about it? But I could find some like smaller videos made by Chinese manufacturers, the manufacturers of these lasers, showing you that you could cut stainless steel, brass, different metals. And so I thought, hey, I'm going to try it because, okay, let's think about this. Just pull out for a minute and think about this from a larger perspective. Oh, by the way, behind me is the Monport 30-watt split MOPA fiber laser. And I did a long video about this, and you can watch that one if you want a review. They are doing this sale. It's like you get 10% off with my link. I can say after the review, it has worked perfectly. So I'm not having any trouble with it whatsoever. I think setup was kind of the only thing that's a little more difficult, but they have a 10% off in August, whatever. You can use my link below. But a lot of you all know, you subscribers, like and subscribe, of course, know what kind of files that I make. I mean, I have tons of files in there. That's what I sell. I run a laser business. So having the ability to do all this with a fiber laser really wasn't that useful to me. But cutting metal would be useful to me because I can make earrings. And I've been asked all the time if I could make metal earrings, not only from my customers, but also from the stores I sell in. They already have metal cut earrings, and like I could do so things that are so much more creative. But I needed to know, could I do this? And how would I implement the files I already have, the things I already sell, with cutting metal? So this is my journey. I'm extremely surprised there's not more information on this out there on YouTube. I mean, I feel like I'm the one who's not the expert, but I did a lot of testing, so there is that. So I did go out and I bought a bunch of different thicknesses of stainless steel and copper and brass. And I just got them from Amazon. I got these 6x6 things. They're like $10, right? You get 2 of them. And that's plenty to get started. You could make a lot of different things with that. And, it's not breaking the bank and you're actually able to test. But what I found is that this 24 gauge 0.02 in brass and stainless steel worked great on my 30 watt. And I am guessing for a 20 watt, it's going to be just fine. If you've got a 60 or something, obviously you could probably jump up to the 20 gauge, the 0.03. That did not work for me. I'm able to engrave on it, amazing. But as far as cutting, really was just a little too much, I think, for the 30. Yes, if I was better at this, I could probably do it. But I think the amount of time it takes is probably not going to be worth it. Whereas the 0.01 was just too thin. It would bend really easily, just not as useful for me. If it's something you want to be able to bend, then that would work out pretty well. Copper, don't even try it. I mentioned that in the last video. Whatever, because of the heat dissipation or whatever, copper doesn't even cut. But brass and stainless work pretty darn well. And you can see I have pictures of the earrings that I made. They turned out great. And I could absolutely use this for a business. There's a few things that I would change to make the edges look a little better, because you do have to very lightly, like 2 seconds, sand the edges. So you wouldn't want to have an engrave right on the edge like I did. So I would put a little offset on that in the future. But I'm extremely happy with how they turned out, how they look. The thickness, everything is good. I would easily sell these. And I made this. This is a wood. See, this is what I mean, is now I'm able to do the inlays. And this is the part where I think is absolutely brilliant. So what I did is I took my design and I cut it out in metal. And then I offset a piece of wood just a little bit bigger, and then engraved out the whole section where it would be metal so that it inlays into the wood. And I would even do this a lot more in the future. This was just kind of my first go at it, right? And it's so cool. I would make the offset a little larger on the outside so you could actually see the wood. And because it's a beautiful walnut, craft closet, of course, link below. But, I would make it to where you could see the beautiful wood on the outside. And then I would make this, the engrave really deep so it sets in there really, really well. And I just used some Gorilla Glue and super glue type and put it together. And I think it's brilliant. It feels good. The weight of it is good. I have no complaints. And I could do larger, I could do coaster size of this. I'm not exactly sure how I would do that. I think I'm mostly going to stick with jewelry for right now because it does make a lot of sense. And as my best friend used to say, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So this is a real use case for me now. And again, what I'm surprised at is there's not more experts in the Galvo fiber laser field showing us how to make products with cutting. That's where I'm at with it. I mean, as we see in the future, there is a lot more machines coming out that have both the Galvo and the diode laser in one machine. Well, being able to make stuff using both is going to be kind of important, right? And they are going to want to say that it cuts. So seriously, I'm not trying to come off as the expert in this, but I've just done my testing, and this is what has worked for me, and this is how I would use a Galvo fiber laser in the future. And I seriously, if you know other channels that are doing this and are actually using it for products, please leave a link below. I want to talk with them or watch their videos or learn more so that I understand more. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to bring you as much information as I can. This is what I got. So obviously like, sub, all that kind of stuff, and give me your thoughts below, and I'll see you in the next one. Love y'all.